In 2010, I made a video showing my overgrown houseplant. This is what it looked like at that time. I moved it to a new location in my house, and about a year later it began to bend as it continued to grow. I knew I couldn't wait much longer, so I finally cut it back. This is the video showing how I did that and what eventually happened to the plant and its cuttings. I cut the stem into several pieces for transplanting in case the original plant died. One of the stems would go into a separate pot, the rest of them would go into water to see which method would work best. I would end up leaving about a foot of stem on the original plant. Okay, here's the pot that I'm going to put the cuttings from the plant in. I'm first going to put some rocks in there. Okay, now I got to cut some landscape fabric. And I'm going to put the landscape fabric right in there. Now I'm just going to pour this potting mix in here. I used rooting hormone on the bottom of the stem before planting. It's very important to remember which side is the bottom of the stem. Once the leaves are removed, it's easy to plant it upside down, in which case it would never grow. One thing I noticed when I'm peeling off the leaves are the nodes. I finally can see them. Here's one, here's one, here's one. So I can see where it's going to grow from, hopefully. Okay, now I'm going to make a nice little hole and just put them in there. I might need some more dirt, and then I'll water it. I'm getting dirt all over the place, and I have no idea why I decided to do this in my kitchen. For those of you who want to do the same thing, try a different spot. You don't have to clean up afterwards, you know. Alright, let's put some water in. There we go. Okay, it's all watered and ready to become a plant, hopefully. Now, as you can see, I've done this mistake before. I put a plastic plate underneath it so when the water came out, it didn't overflow. But anyway, so hopefully these nodes on the side of the plant will turn into leaves. I took the remaining stem cuttings and put them in water. I used a big vase and some landscaping stretch tie tape to suspend the stems in the water. I put rooting hormone on these stems also, but I don't know if it matters because the water dissolved it. I include the very top of the stem with some of its leaves still on. In the end, I had 4 pieces of stem in the water and 1 stem in the pot. Okay, it's a little less than 3 weeks after I cut the plant. And you can just barely make out some little nubs growing. I see some green on there. I was really kind of worried that I had killed it because there was absolutely no growth whatsoever. But it looks like it's going to survive. Once I saw the original stem of the plant growing back, I started to take a picture of it every day for 85 days. And this is the time-lapse video that I created from those pictures. It's pretty interesting to see it growing so quickly, but it took a long time. Overall, from the day I cut the plant back to the end of the time-lapse video was 105 days.
Eventually, all of the cuttings from the main stem grew roots and leaves. I ended up putting 3 of the cuttings back into the main pot, and this is how it turned out. It's a much healthier and manageable plant now. Even the stem that I put into its own pot turned out great. So in the end, it turned out okay for my overgrown houseplant. I got a few extra plants out of it, and it was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching.